Brendan, the analytics say you've been better against zone than man. Do you feel like it's different one way or the other? Is one giving you more trouble than the other? And how much does Arizona control that? Because they do a bunch of different stuff, including play a lot of man.
Yeah, some teams have played man against us, and naturally it's going to be harder. It's going to be some tighter throws and whatnot. So we got to do a better job of, just scheming up some stuff as far as just trying to get a little bit of rub routes or whatever it may be. If teams do want to play man against us, and, that's one thing me and Sad are talking about. And I see you got the cough now. I'm dealing with it. It hit me again, too. So thanks, Chad. I think I got it from you again. So
You gave it to me.
maybe I did. All right, back to what I was saying, though, Chad. No, yeah, I've had a couple struggles versus man, but, sometimes it's just throwing the ball away. Sometimes it's just, trying to be too precise with the ball and not giving my guys enough of a chance. So we expect teams to play man against us going forward, but we'll be ready for it.
First off, I do have some cough drops. Do you need some?
No, I'm good, Scott. I'm
All
good.
right. How important is it to have a healthy, non-coughing backfield?
It's important, but, I've dealt with it probably since Iowa State. I think I lost my voice, and then my throat was a little irritated, and then I kind of got sick. And so I've been dealing with it since then. So, should be fine going forward, but we'll see what happens. And my running backs are fine. They'll be all right. They deal with it.
When you looked back at the Utah film, what were the biggest takeaways? Were there plays there that could have been made that you didn't see, or was it just schemed up well from the Utes?
No, they played a really good game, and they had a great game plan for us. They came out and they brought a ton of pressure and, played really good coverage. Made it tough on us for sure. So we just got to find a way to be efficient on first down and keep ourselves out of that, know that they're going to pressure and there's really not much we can do about it situation. So going forward, it's got to be one of our main goals, which it always is be first down efficient. And, if we can stay on the sticks and get that first down and get the momentum going, I think we're pretty good at putting points on the board, but we just got to find a way to do that.
The balls batted down at the line have not been much of a thing for you this year.
Yeah.
What was that were did they anticipate you guys were going to try to go quick and maybe drop the tackles? Is there anything you saw that they did a little different than what teams have been doing?
Yeah, I think, interior-wise, they weren't generating a ton of pass rush. I think, they were getting most of their rush from their edge guys. We knew they were going to be really good going into it. And their interior guys would just know that we would get the ball out quick and, just kind of sit on it and jump up and bat them down. So did a good job of it. Like I said, great game plan for them going into the week. But it's another thing we probably got to account for going forward is that teams are probably going to, have that same mentality as far as, if we're not getting to the quarterback, just be ready to get your hands up. So we'll find a way to get around it and find a way to move forward.
Brendan, Arizona is a team that has 18 total turnovers, 12 of those coming by interception. They do a lot of different things on the defensive side of the ball. When you're watching them, breaking them down, physical defense, what stands out to you the most about this Arizona defense that prevents those struggles for opposing quarterbacks?
Yeah, they're just, sometimes quarterbacks are trying to force it into some coverage, and they do a good job of creating turnovers, and other times it's just finding a way to get a hand on a ball and punching it out. They're trying to get it out every time that you're running the ball. So they're a good defense. The stats speak for themselves, but we got to go out there and execute or else, it'll be a long day for us. We feel good about our game plan going into it, and, we feel like this is going to be a good game for sure. Obviously, it's another Big 12 game, so it'll be a fun one, but they're a really good team and a really good defense.
Was that fumble in the red zone more you being a little loose with it, or did the Utah guy make a good play to punch it out?
I felt like my ball security was pretty good on it. He made a really good play on it. Regardless, I got to find a way to end up on the ground with that one.
I asked Coach this, but so Cyrus leads or second in the nation in touchdown receptions. Your receivers are obviously a little more talented this year. No offense to the guys last year that are listening, but Joe still needs to be involved in the game. What do you see different, or is it just the fact that the other guys tend to be more open?
No, I said this probably, I don't even know, maybe a few weeks ago as far as, I've had games with 12 completions and 11 completions. It's not like, many guys are getting the ball. Cyrus had 100-some yards, but he had 2 receptions. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just a matter of we got to find a way to get more completions and naturally the ball will find Joe. We think and believe that he's one of the best tight ends in the country, if not the best. We got to find a way to get him the ball, but we got to find a way to just get the ball to all of our playmakers, because 11 completions is not going to win you a football game if you're 11 for 33, or you know what I'm saying. So it's just we got to find a way to be more efficient in the pass game, and naturally, Joe will benefit from that.
Got the basketball hoodie on today. You gonna be at the game tonight?
I will. I will be at the game tonight. And I just told Stipe on the way in here, supporting the basketball team. We're up in a little Jordan basketball, little Cincy hoodie. So I'm excited. The team looks good this year, so it'll be a fun one.
No. 3-game season. I talked to Taryn about this. Does it feel like it's a 3-game season, and how do you prevent kind of letting that pressure get to you and maybe pressing a little bit, knowing how important all 3 of these games are?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3-game season to us, and that's the mentality we're taking into it. But it's really just a 1-game season each week. We're focusing on going 1-0. I don't think the pressure is going to be too much for us. I don't think any of us are going to try to press, but we know what's at stake, and we're excited for the challenge and the opportunity that's ahead. And we're going to do everything we can to take it 1 week at a time, find some wins, and end up in Dallas at the end of the year.
With the adjustments that you might make, you talked, like you and Sat have been talking about it. Do you think that this offense can go to an even better level than it had been before?
Yeah, I mean, it just all comes down to execution. If we execute, we're one of the best offenses in the country. But it all starts with execution. At the end of the day, we can draw up stuff and do all these things in the film room and, on the practice field. But if you don't do it on game day, then, it doesn't really matter. So we got to go out there on Saturday and execute, and if we do that, we'll be good.
How much more preferable is this game time situation? You get up and just get to go and play rather than getting up and hanging around all day long, and then it's 10:15 on your body clock, and everybody in the stadium hates you.
Yeah, no, this will be a fun environment for sure. It's always nice to just get up and get going, like you just said. And we're excited for the opportunity. We're excited to get back out there. Obviously a bad taste in our mouth from the Utah game, but we put it behind us. We're excited for the opportunity ahead.
You're wearing the basketball hoodie. If I gave you a basketball right now, you can throw one down?
I should be able to. As I get old, the knees are getting bad and stuff. So no, I could definitely throw one down, Scott. Don't try me.
What's your dunk contest dunk?
Okay, Chad, I'm not like just a freak athlete. I'm just a 1 and 2 hand dunk guy. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really dunked since Nico's off season, so maybe I got a little bit more bounce in me right now. I don't know.
You should get him for the 3-point